Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, we're going to try some Simic aggro with one of the cards that I was actually laughing at a few days ago, or at least the art of. I thought this Druneth, Reviver of the Hive, his art really looked like one of those Chinese mobile gotcha game character, or I guess Overwatch. I mean, that kind of has that feel to it. But he's actually an insanely good card. It's a 2-mana or Simic color 1/1. Trample, I don't think that matters as much, but whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value equal to his power, copy that spell, except the copy isn't legendary, and you put a +1/+1 counter on Druneth, so he starts growing. So, if in a Simic deck, this actually blows way out of control, because if you just play him on turn 2, then follow that up with a 1-mana play like a Hemosymbic Might or a Llanowar Elves or any 1-drop, right? You basically get a second creature for free, and we can do that because we got, mana dorks on turn 1. That by itself is already good, but there are other things we can do. If you don't have a mana dork, or if you're a little bit slower, you got mana dork removed. Turn 2, you play Druneth. Turn 3, you can tap 3 mana to Offspring the Paw Patch Recruit. When you Offspring the Paw Patch Recruit, he's still a 1-mana card, but he gets the Offspring trigger, which would mean that for 3 mana, we get 4 rabbits. Yeah, with the Druneth, you get 4 rabbits. You get double Offspring and double regular Paw Patch. And if your opponent targets any of your stuff, they will eat all of that cost. So that's already, if you just think about that level, is insane. But we got even better. Because if you have, a little bit of buff here or there to get Druneth up, or if you have Genemorph to target Druneth, so he's at 4 power somehow. Anyways, with Royal Treatment or Snakeskin Veil, or even Innkeeper's Talon, it's not difficult to get Druneth to 4 power by 4 mana or by turn 4. When you do that, Ouroboroid. Double Ouroboroid 1 turn is just game over, right? Ouroboroid's biggest issue is that the turn it comes down, it gives all of our creatures +1/+1, which is meagering. But if there's 2 of them, one gives all of our creatures +1/+1, and the other gives all of our creatures +2/+2. Basically, they stack. So the whole board gets a +3/+3 on that same turn, if it's just 2 Ouroboroid. But most of the time, it's 2 Ouroboroid plus an Innkeeper's Talon. So the first Innkeeper's Talon makes our Ouroboroid a 2/4. Then the first Ouroboroid gets each creature's +2/+2. Then the third Ouroboroid gets each creature +3/+3, meaning that we would have a +5 on board in 1 turn. Absolutely sick. Right? So that is the idea of this deck. That's what I'm planning to do. And let's talk about the whole deck list. So turn 1, we definitely need mana dorks. So we have 4 Llanowar Elves. But we also have 3 Gene Pollinator, which is another mana dork that I really like for the new meta, because we have a lot of straggling non-useful permanents that are just out there that we can utilize for that 1 mana of any color. So this is almost a Birds of Paradise. It's a 1/2, so it can also serve as sort of a blocker. We also have 4 Hemosymbic Might, which actually chains off each other quite well. If you have 2 Might, the first one pumps the other one +1/+1, and the next one pumps the first one +2/+2. So just by having 2 out on an attack is, I think, 5 damage, right? But if you have any more, or any pumps on them, then it becomes 7 damage, 12 damage, and you can imagine that snowball really quickly into a lethal. We also have 3 Paw Patch Recruit, as I talked about. Paw Patch by Offspring itself is already great. His ability, passive, to pump our creatures whenever they get targeted is great. But with the Druneth, they double up, and now we get 4 Paw Patch. They target once, so we get +4/+4 stats. Then we have 4 Druneth, that's the sort of the heart of the deck. We also have 4 Genemorph Imago, which is a 2-mana 1/3 that landfalls to make a creature a 3/3 base. A lot of our cards are +1/+1 counters, so 3/3 base actually stack with those +1/+1 counters. That feels quite good. And then we have 4 Azure Beastbinder, which is good at, taxing out an opponent creature, but also you make it so that your opponent can't block this creature with power 2 or greater. So when we buff up the Azure Beastbinder, our opponent still can't really block us. That's fun. And we have 4 Innkeeper's Talon, obviously very good at buffing up our board and giving them the pseudo War 1 if we want to pay 1 mana into it. And we'll probably never get to level 3, but that doesn't matter. That means we'll probably be 1 by then. And then turn 3, we got 3 Surak, kind of go around counter spells pretty well. And then we have turn 4, for Ouroboroid. Well, not turn 4 mana Ouroboroid. We definitely want to win with Ouroboroid. That's the whole theme of the deck. And then for the land, or for the protection, we got 1 Royal Treatment and 1 Snakeskin Veil. To round us off, we got 20 lands. We got 7 mana dorks, so 20 lands should be enough. Definitely is enough. If anything, I still think we're going to flood. Alright, let's talk about the land base now. The lands that we're going to have, obviously, Simic color. So we're going to have 4 Breeding Pool, 4 Botanical Sanctum, and 3 starting towns. Pretty good starting colors. We also have 4 Willow Rush Verge, which also works pretty well in this deck. And then we have 2 Restless Vinestalk, which if we're just flooded for whatever reason, the Vinestalk can still go there and do the damage and go the distance. It costs 6 mana for the actual attack. 5 mana to activate it, and then itself cannot be a mana because he has to be able to attack. So it does a lot of damage, but at the end of the day, it's not something that we'll really looking to use. And then we got 3 forests to activate, basic land stuff. So that is the whole idea of the deck. Now let's go into the game and see how well this Simic deck can perform. Alright, our opponent is Victor. Victor seems to be seasoned. Alright, we get to go first against seasoned Victor. We got Gene Hollander. That's pretty nice. How's it going? Well, we're gonna pollinate somebody. Wow, okay, a tap land, you say. Actually, I can do this. So immediately give me 2 mites. That's very nice. Double mites. And then the next creature spell I play has to be a 2-drop to double it. I don't have a 2-drop, but I got Innkeeper's Talent. He might be just killing one of my stuff. Esper Origin. Let's see how fast we can aggro this down, because we got maybe 1 more turn. Right? This is their 2 mana play. Next turn will be their 3 mana play. And then they will win or they will lose. So we gotta kill them in like 2 turns. So luckily the Innkeeper's Talent might be able to do that. Okay. Do I buff this? Well, I don't think it matters too much. Let's put it on the... I'll buff this. Oh, this will buff this. This will buff this. We'll buff each other. Yeah, that is a lot of damage. Okay, so... Then we will upgrade. Then we'll play the Might. Tapping our Innkeeper's Talent. He plays a tap land. I think this is lethal because the Mites kind of chain off each other, right? So we do have that going for us. Momentum Breaker. Break our Gene Pollinator. Beastbinder. I could copy the Beastbinder, but I think he can just kind of pop off there. I mean, either way, I'm not pumping the Druneth, so... Yeah, let's just play the Beastbinder here, double that up. Oh, it buffs my Druneth Duke, so that's pretty good. Let's put a +1/+1 on this. Okay, so the first trigger that I want to happen was... I mean... Yeah, they pump each other like crazy. GG. I always forget which trigger is which, but I don't really want to think about it. It's just lethal anyways. Alright, our opponent is a Chroma. Oh, good times. But you're the Wanderer, though. You are not in the Chroma, you liar. Alright, we go first. Sort of a sort of a ran. Alright, how's it going? We're gonna pollinate on genes. Black case. Is there another reanimator deck? Jeez. Well, not strictly reanimation, so. Double paw patch. I get 2 anyways. This is a 2-mana play. I get 2 of the Genemorphs. I could also Innkeeper's House. This is tricky, huh? If I draw a land, that would be insane next turn. Double case. I gain a lot of life. I do draw a land. Oh, this is going to be insane. Okay, so... No. Let's play this first. This will give me a double Genemorph. Then I can play a land, which would be able to pump something. I mean, I'm going to tap my Gene Pollinator, so no need to do that. Make this a 3-3. Make this a 3-3. And then I will Innkeeper's Talent. Tap one of these. Then I can put a +1/+1 counter on this to get to 4. Now, come on. Get to 4. That means I get double Ouroboroid next turn. Oh, he's just taking it? And he's at 3 mana? This deck. Oh boy. I mean, as long as they don't have split up this turn, they are screwed. King some life. Oh, look at that. Raise to pass. It's another reanimator deck. Who could have thought? You should pitch that. You don't need it. You're dead next turn. Okay, he's gonna keep it. Big ol' Amalia. He might think his Amalia is big. We'll show him. We will show him who's actually big. Oh, solved case. Looks scary. Doesn't work. That's right. Double Ouroboroid. There you go. GG. Alright, our opponent is Pags. Hello, Paggy. You're gonna pag it up? Oh, they're pagging it up, alright. They're going first. I don't know. I don't think this hand will do it, but I can try. Here's the Llanowar Elf to eat a Burst Lightning. No Burst Lightning? Whoa. Okay. Razorkin Needlehead. Well, we're gonna have to take these damages. Unavoidable. I mean, maybe Innkeeper Talon is better here. Give me a bigger blocker. He does not have a royal treatment. Emberheart Challenger. He's left the Rockface Village. Higher Claw. Not attacking was insane. Really? Oh my god. You coward. Okay. I guess we'll have to take this damage though. Do we? I mean, okay, put on an Ouroboroid, which would be a 1 or 2/4. But we can't protect the 2/4. We can also Druneth, make it a 2. Ah, gotta pay the life. And then we can play the Genomorph. We get 2 Genomorphs. Get a 3/3 and 2 1/3s. I wonder if I can get 2 Ouroboroid next turn. Not with the mana that I have. 4/5. 4/5 is scary. I guess if he goes all in swinging, I can block some things. Just a 4/5? Alright. That card goes away. Can I draw untapped land, please? Jeez. This is kind of painful. Starting town, not an untapped land. Alright. I could Royal Treeman. I think I'd do that. To the Druneth. Yeah, there's no way for me to make this a 3, because I played this first. Then I need this to be a 4, which means I need a Royal Treeman first. Fade Alive. We'll make this a 3, I guess. It doesn't matter. Okay, so this goes on which Ouroboroid? Let's put on the real one first. Alright, this is a 10. This is a 7, 9, 8, 8. Attack for 10. We're at 13, so we gotta close like next turn, but this board looks like it will close next turn. I think we're pretty confident we'll close. With the 2 Ouroboroids. Alright, I think our opponent rage quit. I'm sorry, Pags. I think you're packed out. I got 2 breeding pools. I had to shock in, man. Come on. Don't be like that. Play the game. Look at the raccoons. Isn't that making you happy? And look at these kittens. Who doesn't like kittens? I guess our opponent doesn't like kittens. He's a kitten hater. What about a puppy? He also doesn't like puppy. Wow, this guy is just a terrible person. You don't like kittens or puppies? You just like rats? What a bad guy. What a bad guy. Alright, he's rage quit, so this game is over. Let's talk about the deck, right? I think it's a pretty cool deck. As long as we're able to hit the stride, it's got some surprisingly strong combo synergies. Especially with the Mr. Chinese mobile guy here. Yeah, it feels real nice. Oh, was that a timeout, or did he actually select next? No, it was just timed out. Alright, well, I'm gonna go, and the game is over. I'll come back when his face explodes. Alright, our opponent's face exploded. I just want to include that 1 second of the video. And now we're going to the next game. Let's go. I mean, I guess I had fun. I don't know. I don't know. I did not have fun. Our opponent just rage quit. He's the biggest loser of the day. Alright, our opponent is the Verdant Force. Verdant goes first. Of course they do. I mean, we do have double might. It's pretty good. But, you know, double might's really only good if we're able to get it going. And I don't know if there's a guarantee that it will get going. We start with turn 1 Llanowar Elves. It survived. So then we go to the mites. Consult the star charts. 3 mana something, 3 mana nothing. Okay. Vinestalk is no fun. They do stack themselves up pretty well. Beastbinder. You got a counterspell? They do have a counterspell. You got it. So they have their Esper with a Mistrise Village. Stock up is... It's gutsy. It's gonna wipe the board next turn, right? So... If I have Vinestalk here... Another creature becomes a 3/3. That's great and all, but I think we just do this. Bring him to 2. I don't have lethal. If I drew a land there, I could, you know, hold up a Vinestalk lethal, but right now I think I just died to board wipes. Well, they even have a heal. It's 4-color control. Oh god, I hate having to fight that. Alright, so it's not a board wipe. He's at 4. It wasn't a board wipe and he's at 4. Can he win? It costs 5 mana, so I can't do that. Yeah, I don't know what the plan was. This board is huge. GG. Alright, our opponent is Gandalf. Everybody loves Gandalf. I mean, we do go first, but the problem is we got the 1-lander, so at a mulligan down, we don't have a rock. Or not a rock, mana dork. This is way worse. But, you know, I have to start keeping these hands, so here we are. Almost select next, and then would have just looked like an idiot. White and a hawk. Double Surak. You know, why not? Ruin Lurker Bat. I can't block, I got no flyers. Oh boy. This is... I mean, if they got anything that uses their flyers, we're just screwed. Double Surak is hilarious. They even have a shelter. Vanguard? Okay, so far nothing that uses their life gain. There's a shelter. Are they gonna give us a card? They are gonna give us a card. A little late for that. But hey, this actually works a bit for what I want to do. Unfortunately though, it does mean I got nothing else. Does this work this way? It copies. Does it copy the double offspring? It does copy the double offspring. Okay. Well, I mean, it seems nice and all, but again, if I don't... He's got the life gain. If I don't race him fast enough, we will still be screwed, right? Yes, we got 2 lands, 2 protection spells that we couldn't cast because we got no lands to hold up, and then we have 3 and 4 drops. Llanowar Elves, basically nothing here. I could play another Surak. No, I cannot. I guess we play the Llanowar Elves. I guess we can have everybody go in. Do I want the Gene Pollinator to go in? No, right? I could make this a 4. Oh god. This is the Essence Channeler time. And a Shelter. Where is he gonna shelter? I guess I only need to do this once now. Oh, everything else, huh? And we can... No, I think we do this. They're all coming in. Do I block here? I need this mana too, right? Jeez. He's at 28. Did I have a decision here? Yeah, I don't know what the decision. Did we time out? Are they on full control mode? Let's see. Did we time out? I honestly don't know. Like, our buttons still work. Yeah, our buttons still work, so... Also, they are glowing, so it means they are the one timing. Yeah, they are the one timing. Now I have to cast this on the Druneth. Tap the Llanowar Elves. Okay, so now this... I still don't think it will do it. We'll tap this. I don't think we're quite there. Nope. Nope, that's GG. Good game. Alright, our opponent is Leon LPJ. He is seasoned. So seasoned he gets to go first. Oh boy. Okay. This is gonna be an uphill battle, honestly. Life gain going first. If they primate here, I think we're just out. Shelter. Yeah, it's also kind of annoying, but at least the shelter hit the might and not anything scarier. Oh boy. Double Druneth. Just what I want. Just what the doctors called for. There's the primate. Oh, god damn. That next caliber? Oh, this is gonna be one hell of a primate. I can't even get this to a 2, huh? If I played this, well, this is not a 2. If I play this, I can't get another land, so... I'm too close to dead, and I don't have flyers in this deck, so... That's the issue. I can make this a 3? Yeah, we gotta take this down. I can make a Druneth. A 4 this turn? No. It won't do it. Make that like a 5. I don't know. So until the end of the turn, so none of that really matters. Get the ward. Authority! It's gonna gain so much life on the authority. Does mean he can't shelter my Druneth. It's gonna shelter the Genemorph. What? You just sent it to his death. Okay. I mean, our creature is going to be tapped. But this board is going to be huge. So, I do have that going for me. That's nice. You keep that to the top. Ouroboroid double. Alright, so I want the real one. So I'm going to target the real one first. Then it pumps again. So now I have a 10-10. He wanted to keep that land on top so he can equip? I don't know. Come at me. No, you're just going to go? Alright, Leon P with your life gain. GTFO. Alright, our opponent is Erpis. Erpis the Ambitious. Well, we're gonna go first. Might and Druneth. Sure. Ooh, a pollinator. Well, that doesn't work this way, right? It only works the other way, so there's only once each turn. Except the copy isn't legendary. Yeah, I was buffing the heck out of this board. Take crap ton. And I have so much mana because of this. It's gonna shoot down my Druneth. Looks like I'm sad, but I will be okay because then I Druneth again into a Llanowar Elf. Oh, look, I guess it's GG. That Druneth dude, I don't even know who he is from Spider-Man. I think it's the lizard. I have no idea, but he's wrecking him. Alright, our opponent is Dan Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Goes first. I mean, we still got the Gene Pollinator combo, that's pretty fun, but I guess we'll try it. Alright, how's it going? Oh, we're just gonna get a counter. Okay. I mean, it is what it is, you know? We're just gonna get our stuff countered. There we go. Take one. Get lost. Alright. That's giving me free mana. Not that I want it, because the Gene Pollinator wants to attack now. Well, I do have 3 mana this turn for the Surak. That's something. Do I want the Surak? Yes, I do. Do I want to use up one of these mana? No. I want to use up one of these mana like this. I mean, we might be able to get the ward on, but we still get board wiped, so don't know if that's going to get too far, honestly. There it is. Day of Judgment. Do get a breeding pool here. I mean, if their hand is just chock full of removal, we don't actually get anywhere. Is it just the Restless Anchorage they're holding up? It could be. Honestly, don't know. I mean, no, I'll play this first, right? If there's a counter spell... Put it on this. Then we'll put 7+1 counter on everything. Then we'll attack. It's a 14/14. Hornlock Wave. We'll try to protect. Hexproof. Now you're gonna take 15. Oh, we dealt 15 damage. Okay, that's important there. Well, we can draw some non-land cards. That would be great. I don't need another Innkeeper's Talon. I start to need creatures now. Oh, we got him! All that removal we still got there? Take that, Dan Anderson. Alright, our opponent is RZ. RZ is letting us go first. Okay. I think Llanowar Elves pretty nice. Llanowar Elves. If he's got nothing with Druneth into the might, oh boy. Life Gain deck again. Well, time for some punishment. So here's Druneth into a might. Now we have 2 mights. They do have black mana, so probably some removals coming. No Voice of Victory. Okay, it's gonna gain life like that. Can't target itself, right? So we just target each other. They'll double stack. Ha! Gotcha! Why would he block? It's a bad idea to block there. Gonna play your Sephiroth? Mr. Case of the Indian Feast? We will show Sephiroth what's up. Downy. Gains the life with Downy. Seems fair, but double Innkeeper Talon seems even more. unfair. Alright, so we'll just attack like this. Actually, I don't want to attack with the Llanowar Elf. They can chain off each other. This is like 12 damage. Well, this is lethal. Oh, okay. GG. Our opponent didn't want to do the math, so now he's doing math in hell. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw all those aggressive Ouroboroid games, how does this deck feel? I have to say, this deck surprised me drastically. We played 10 games. We won 8 out of 10 games, which is an amazing stat. And this Simic aggro performed extremely well because of the synergy that we were able to get. This Druneth dude surprised me. He is so good in this deck. We have so many copies. We got double Might just to overrun our opponent. We got double Paw Patch Recruit just to get all of those pumps. We got double Genemorph Imago just so that we have flying blockers and attackers whenever we need to. And then we got double Ouroboroid just to win, right? Double Ouroboroid. Every time it come down, basically we won that game. And yeah, this is insane. This is an insane deck. I cannot stress how strong this deck is, how fun it was to overwhelm our opponent. But obviously, there's a few flaws to the deck, right? Number one is that it is an aggro deck. If your opponent goes first and just is jam-packed air deck full of removal, it will be a little bit difficult to kind of overcome that kind of issue. I haven't really played that many of them. We were able to, survive against the Day of Judgment deck even, but obviously, if they get the curve right, 1, 2, 3, 4, just removal every turn, we will struggle a bit. There's 3 protection spells, and if you go first, you might be able to sling those protections, but going second would mean that you either decide to play the protection or you play your creatures, and that's no fun, right? So that's something that I did think about while I was playing, is potentially that being a factor. But best of one, you really don't have to worry too much. Best of one is really just a slugfest of aggro in most scenarios. Now, other than that, we also got an issue with the Azure Beastbinder. Not really an issue, just a meandering card. I don't think it was working as great as I thought it would be. Maybe we can cut that out. I don't think we need it as badly. I'm not sure what we can put in there, but there's definitely Simic cards. Even Cookie might be better in this kind of scenario. And I definitely want to cut one of these out to get a Force Gene Pollinator. We want to have that Ram turn 1. That's just maybe 4 Gene Pollinator, 4 Paw Patches. That might be great. That might be what we needed, right? 4 Pollinator, 4 Paw Patches, so that we can get that early curve exactly down. Because whenever we're able to make Druneth and back that up with another creature, we usually overrun our opponent. So I think what we might need is another Pollinator, another Paw Patch, cut the Azure Beastbinder, and have 2 counterspells. There was one counterspell. That was Simic. The repulsive mutation, that might be worth it. Just we have creatures on board, so we could counter their spell and then put some counter on creature on board and then counter based on the power. I'm pretty sure we have enough power, right? So I don't think they're able to pay. So that's what I'm trying to say. I think that's a pretty good card to put in the deck. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the land base. So the land base feels good, but there was a few things that really frustrated me. A few times I got the Verges with no green mana, and it's blue-green, but we got no green mana. That feels really bad. So I do think the issue here is the starting town of Vinestalk. Vinestalk is a tap land. I never activated Vinestalk to attack once. I don't think Vinestalk is necessary in this deck. It's a trap. Because a lot of times when you feel like you need a man land to attack, if you just get flooded, you want to put the man land off the color in. But this deck if you have 6 mana and activate Vinestalk, chances are you're not winning that game anyways. There was that game against Control where I thought, hey, Vinestalk might be able to get it for us, but we didn't even draw 5 lands, let alone 6 lands to activate Vinestalk. And if we had to wait till that point, probably don't have a get lost ready for the Vinestalk. So I don't like it. I don't think it's necessary. I think it can go. If you really like Vinestalk, keep one of it, but just tap land hurts so much in the early game. Another thing is starting town. I think starting town is fine, but maybe too many starting towns. So if I were to replay this deck, I will probably go to Vinestalk, cut a starting town, and put into Multiversal Passage. Because the Multiversal Passage, we can name green, and then we will get the Willow Verge outright. Or we can name blue if we really need a blue mana for whatever reason. And if you don't have Multiversal Passage, maybe just 2 more forests could also help, because they do help us play our early game cards, and we need our land to come into play untapped. And that's really all I feel about this deck. It's still going to be incredibly strong, insanely bursty, and will blow our opponent out of the water. And that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.